Hello there, this is the Handshake with Milene Komjisha. I am joined by Paul Busharizi, and we are trying to understand. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Have you gotten those phone, what do they call them, mobile money loans from,
Yes,
from those telecom companies?
Absolutely.
There are very many of them around, and I wonder, what's their source?
What's the source of the money?
Yes. Telecom companies, do they have banks of their own?
Well, I think there are different models. I know that some telecoms outsource that thing of the savings product and the loan product to a bank, and others, I don't know what others do, but I think that the main model is that a bank, takes over that part of the business, so that what you borrow is your savings or the savings of many people, just like how a bank operates.
Because, well, I get worried. Do they have a right to take people's deposits and then loan them out? I don't know. How do they work?
That's what I was saying. The model is that it's not really the telecom lending or or even keeping deposits. It's a bank. So the telecom is just a vehicle through which the bank does that business.
Is that legal?
Yes, well, banks are legally allowed to hold deposits and lend out. The challenge, of course, is that on the other platform of mobile money, the transfer platform, and I think why the telcos have started moving to get banks is there's a whole regulatory issue. People who put money on their phones don't necessarily send it out. Sometimes they're just putting there to keep it, which is a saving, and which telecoms don't have a, can you call it, are not supposed to be doing. They're not supposed to be holding people's savings. The telecoms have argued, however, that all that money that comes in, they don't hold it themselves. That they put it on what they call escrow accounts in banks. And so they have kind of fended off any attempts to bring them under supervision of the Bank of Uganda, as has happened. Well, they tried it in Kenya and it failed, and I think here, Bank of Uganda seemed also not to be too keen to get into that space.
So how do they manage? What issues do they have?
I think, yeah, then your question then becomes that for the people who deposit money and keep it on telecoms, like for mobile money, what recourse do they have to the law if, for example, God forbid, the telecoms blow up and your money is in there? That's been a tricky situation, but the telecoms have always argued that, look, the money is not with us. If we blow up, you go to the bank. They have a process of
which bank?
Getting to the bank.
It's on my
phone.
Bank
The bank who keeps the money is not in the telecoms. It's not in the vaults of telecoms, this, that, or the other. That money goes into a bank.
Is that not digital currency somewhere?
Yes, in the bank.
Paul, I'm not getting this. So I put money on my account.
Yes.
On my mobile money account. And it is my saving. I'm not using it. I'm not doing anything with it.
Yes.
It is on my phone.
Yes, it's on your phone, but the mobile company is not holding the money. As soon as it gets it, the theory is it passes it straight to that escrow account where it's held.
Are we safe?
Well, thankfully, I think, thankfully, some of the more credible, the bigger mobile money companies are credible in their size.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a genuine concern that we're not really told what happens if this thing goes belly up.
Yeah.
Do we get things? It's a genuine concern. As a challenge also, which always comes with the changes in technology. That when a new technology comes, we still, regulation, you cannot regulate before the technology.
Yeah.
The technology comes,
and then you form
then you see, then you regulate. So, unfortunately, sometimes effective regulation comes after things have collapsed. So,
sure.
Fingers crossed, nothing collapses. But then that means regulation may not really be up to scratch.
But again, you see, when you lose your phone, then there's money on one of your SIM cards or whatever.
But that's not a problem, is it?
It's not a problem. You go to the telecom companies, claim your money. Man, it's a process.
But it's a good thing.
Yeah.
That we are getting more and more of our money online, of our things, because that money is actually it's now, especially with now these loans you can get off the phone. that means money which would be in my pocket can be used by somebody else to do business. The woman who does groundnuts at the corner, she probably just needs 20,000 to stock her thing every day or something. So imagine a situation where for whatever reason there's supersonic demand that day, the things are finished by 12. She says, man, my customers know, I have customers who come in the afternoon, I have to be here for them, I can't
Even
walk
in
away.
the evening,
Exactly, I can't just walk away.
Yeah.
So she gets on her phone, she borrows the money. Normally there's a mobile money guy nearby. She transacts, I think she can even pay it back the same day and be ready for it. Yeah. So it's a facilitator of business. I think it's a very fantastic thing.
Okay. So you say.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you too.